Welcome guys to my channel. I'll be taking you through a brief documentation on one of our two-story building project here in Lagos. This is the foundation level of the house. From this video, we are done with the piling and the plinth beam. From this video, those rods coming out vertically from the ground and the plinth beam are the piling rods. Here are some functions of the plinth beam. Connect all the columns in the structure together. It prevents cracks from the foundation to the walls. It distributes the loads from the wall over the foundation, enhancing the structure's stability. Here in Lagos, there are three different types of soil that we deal with at the construction sites, which are the sandy soil, clay soil, and swamps. Depending on your location from the lagoons, seashores, and the oceans. Above the plinth beam, we also have a 4-board beam, which measures up to 4 feet in height. Type of soil we have here in the construction site is swamp. That is swampy. That's why we choose this foundation design. Swampy areas like this do experience flooding during the rainy season. That's the reason we choose to construct a 4-board beam in order to raise the foundation level of the house away from the normal ground level. During the dry season, the underground water level is always far away from the surface of the soil. It can measure up to 7 to 10 feet below the soil surface. But during the rainy season, the underground water level measures up to 2 to 3 feet in depth from the surface of the soil. This 4-board beam compensates for that difference in water level. It also prevents flooding of the building during the rainy season. Here in this construction site, we are having 3 different types of ground levels, which are the floor level of the house, the ground level of the compound, and the outside road level in the streets. Each all differs in height respectively. In building construction, the foundation design is extremely important, as a wrong choice or design of foundation may lead to building project to fail. Here in Lagos, wrong foundation may lead to flooding of the ground floors during rainy season and also building collapse in some cases. So moving towards the end of the foundation level, we have the matting. That is the mat. So after the mat has been tied, we introduce the spacer block. We call it also biscuits. It is a 3 inches thick. Is to provide a concrete cover for the cement. So the rods will be in between the cement. Okay, to be at the middle. So the casting is around 7 inches thick for the slab. So here we are about pouring the slab. So this is after when the slab has been poured. So at this stage, what is left is to do the block forming and crank those rods into their right positions. So this is the lintel level for the ground floor. Here is the wood forming for the lintel level, both for the column and for the lintel. The columns are the pillars. The function of the lintel is to connect all columns together and act as a support to the two coach blocks around the windows, door, and the arcs and every other part of the building. And it also prevents cracks in the house. So lintel, they are very vital in the house. So this is the staircase, almost finished. By tomorrow, this step will be completed. It's just the risers that is remaining. So this is the table for the step. It shoots out outside there, like 4 feet. Then it will be returned back. So when it's returned back, it will lap somewhere around here. Then we bend it over. So that's that for the step. So then for the beams, these are the beams all around. There are two kinds of beams here. The normal beams, which are this at the four corner of the house, at the subdivisions of the room. There are beams, and we have what is called the secret beam. This is the secret beam. So the major function of the secret beam is to prevent vibration while walking on the decking. So without the beam, there will be a lot of vibration going on the decking, like walking steps. You'll be hearing it from the ground floor, like pounding and the rest. You'll be hearing such things from the ground floor. But with this secret beam, those vibrations are eliminated. So we have the pillars. These pillars will be returned backwards. That is this ones. These ones also at the edges will be returned backwards, all because of the shootouts here. That's this. But if the shootout is longer, let's say like 5 to 6 feet or 4 feet, we call it cantilever. So this is the pillar that was being returned before its initial position was here. It was returned back. This one's too, the same thing, back. The same thing with that one at that edge too, it was returned back. And this one too was returned back to the shootout. And this one too was returned just because of the door space. 4 foot door. Same thing with this one. Yeah, this is the shootout. Everything was returned back. inside another 2 extra lengths for the shootout here. Yeah, it's the step. So this is a ring for the step for the riser. This one was returned back. The length reached somewhere here, then it was returned back. So this is like a beam. This one was bent in letter Z form straight up into this place. This one too was bent in letter Z form, but twice. 1, 2. Then it entered into that hole there. Then it was lapped around here. As you can see, it was lapped around here. Then this one was taken out to this place, but it's longer than 4 feet, so it was returned back to this point here, and it was bent and tied down with binding wire somewhere around here. So that was how this one was done. So this is the first step. That's the second step. This is the second step. As you can see, there's a secret beam here on the table for the first step. That is the table of the step. So here is like the passage into the rooms, so into the various flats rather. So that's that. So there's a secret beam here, the same thing for that one too there. So in this house we have secret beams. The purpose of secret beam is to prevent vibrations. So each secret beam is placed based on how big the room is. Like this one is being divided into 2, placed with a secret beam here. As you can see, long, starting from here down there. So if the room is smaller, it doesn't need secret beam. Like this big room here, it has secret beams. So crosswise, like these toilets now, they don't need secret beam, so we didn't place them. But even this room is smaller too, we didn't place secret beam for it. For this bigger room here, we have to place a secret beam. All those toilets, we didn't do it. We just left it clearance. So this is how it looks like after pouring the slab. That is after the reinforcement to pour the slab. So after this one, we're going to be doing the block forming again, just like the ground floor. So we'll be doing the block forming, and all those iron rods for the columns will be cranked in place. They will all be cranked to the right positions. So here we're making progress. Those are the 2 steps over there. So it's a building standards. All buildings should have at least 2 steps. Wow, that's the second decking. That's a two-step. Second step. This is the end of the second deck. So this is the parapet. But the parapet, that is the roofing level. So after this parapet, we'll start the roofing. So this is the two-step parapet. And in this parapet we provided chaining for it, so we chained it all across each side. So here you can see the chaining. We have the first chaining. We have up to 4 chainings here. We chained it in 4 different places together. So the purpose of this is to hold it tight in place. That's to hold the parapet in place. That's the purpose for this. Also the columns, the rods of the columns, that's the excess, we also bent it down. So that also acts as a support for the parapet too. We've poured the slab for the parapet and the parapet is complete. So looking at this parapet, you see those smaller rods that are close together. Those are called quarter rods. So those quarter rods, they are used for holding the roof in place. It will be done by the carpenters after they have finished the framework of the roofing, and they will bend those quarter rods down and nail it together with the wood, the roofing wood, so that it will hold the roof in place. If there's anything like a wind or a storm, the roof won't move anywhere. To be sturdy. So in this flat there are 2 kitchens. The kitchen was reinforced and clasped in place so as to act as fire resistant, because of the roof are made of wood, to avoid any such of a fire accident. So After the roofing, then we start with the finishing. Start by plastering the whole house and then fixing the POPs, the doors, the windows, the tiles, and also the septic tank was done out there. So this is how the finishing looks like after everything. So we also do the tank base, the tank stand. We did the base first and the tank and the stand. So this is how the whole thing looks like after the piping and the rest. So it's actually looks nice. So this is the tank stand. This is the tank stand by the side. This is the back view of the house. So we did the interlock. The interlock was part of the finishing. So this is the tank stand here I was talking about. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So we're moving on to next project on ground. So thanks for watching.